When we talk about the future of artificial intelligence, we're no longer really talking about a distant horizon.
Think of the most susceptible and perhaps less protected people of the world.
We always had the idea that the work that we were doing in Asia and the Pacific would potentially have implications for other regions in the world.
So what does the future hold for AI? Across industries, we are witnessing a transformation from the ground up. AI is moving from being a tool that enhances specific tasks to really becoming the core infrastructure that empowers entire sectors. Developing countries want to participate in the sovereign AI conversation, yet many lack access to the very foundations that are required. Affordable compute, robust data infrastructure, skill talent, and energy capacity. And without target international cooperation, there's a real risk that sovereign AI becomes a privilege of a small number of advanced economies.
The motivation of the Institute was not just have voiced the concerns that no one was willing to voice within their own companies in social media, but also think of the most susceptible and perhaps less protected people of the world, meaning Southeast Asia is on a particular weak spot to push back against Chinese or American algorithms. And there's a lot of developing nations in the same boat, right? So even though there's legislation in Europe and even though there's technological advancement in China and the US, most of the world don't live in those three countries. And most of the youth of the world don't live in those three countries. So that means that we have to prepare a paradigm of AI that is better for the rest of the world, that is neither complying to European, American, or Chinese standards.
I would say the AI Asia Pacific Institute's main goal would be to ensure that AI is rolled out in a manner which takes advantage of the immense benefits of AI, while also putting in place the guardrails and mitigating factors to the governance frameworks, if you like, to ensure ethical rollout of AI across the various sectors that it's going to be impacted.
The most important thing is this: the future of AI will depend on our capacity to govern, to align its development with human values, societal resilience, and regional equity.
If you're a development bank and you want to ensure the impact of your investment in AI, a great way to approach it is by understanding the empowerment of people. This is where we can help. How do we design things so that human capabilities are not just protected, but actually enhanced by the models that we developed? And that's a very different approach than what we've seen in other parts of the world when it comes to automation and human replacement. If you are a bank investing into this, this is a great way to ensure an equal outcome for the biggest amount of value with the money that you're putting in. Now, if you are a policy writer, someone working in government, looking to actually figure a best way to control the technology, empowering citizens is a great way to look at it. It's a new approach because it's not focusing on what should the algorithm do. It's focusing on what should people, when they use the algorithm, achieve. And not just achieve, but what should we protect?
We work every day with governments, industry, academia, and civil society to shape a future of AI that is responsible, inclusive, and informed by the realities of our region. Our mission becomes even more critical as AI accelerates. We serve as a convener for diverse stakeholders, and given that the region, for example, Asia Pacific, it is very diverse, economically, culturally, technologically. The goal is to really think about how do we bring guidance on AI governance and adoption that reflects this complexity And we do this by workshops, research collaborations, and policy dialogues, helping governments and institutions to share insights and build common standards. We generate independent, trusted research. Our work is evidence-based and context-specific. Recent AI API publications have looked at fairness in AI, workforce transformation, and essentially how the impact of AI is shaping up across the region, but also broader than that. The research makes it possible for governments to move from broad principles to target implementable strategy.
One of the pieces of work that we're doing with FCDO and the UK government is to help deploy a chatbot that allows to educate underprivileged or underbanked populations in the Philippines, in this case, to control the bias of how we inform people about savings and credit. Ideally, we don't want to use just a banking institution that could benefit from shaping the understanding of banking from an underprivileged population, but have controls along the lines of understanding of recommendations, and not only by controlling bias, but also by controlling the interactions between the underprivileged population and the AI in itself, because it will continue to learn and get to a point where it's very good at adapting personally to the person asking the advice. So in that, it could be a great educating tool. It could also help build awareness and to be fair, even drive more security for those that are predated by loan sharks and other forms of what I would call unsavory financing.
So our objective really is to ensure that AI is rolled out and deployed in a responsible and ethical manner with all safeguards and guardrails put in place.
I really believe that this is the role of the AI Asia Pacific Institute. We work every day with governments, industry, academia, and civil society to think about how should we shape a future of AI that is responsible and inclusive, informed by the realities of our region.
In the context of ASEAN, the vast majority of companies are medium and small scale enterprises. So the challenge going forward is going to be to work with those medium and small scale enterprises to embed AI tools into their operations in trustworthy, ethical ways, and take advantage of AI tools to improve their productivity, improve their efficiency in agriculture, in service sectors, in finance, and so on.
So the future of AI will not be defined by technology alone. It will be defined by the choices we make, governance, institutions, and societies. At the AI Asia Pacific Institute, we're committed to guiding those choices with evidence and a deep belief that AI can be a force for good if we build the systems that allow us to share its benefits.